Guys, good night. It's nighttime where you're at. It's early morning where I'm at. But this is around the same time that I go to sleep on my New York time, regardless of where I'm at. So, hey guys, the Black Beauty here. Live right now. I was live earlier today, but I decided to go live again just to just to speak uh, candidly about DaniLeigh and all these situations that grown ass people and experienced people don't give a damn about. But obviously in the culture today, all they're talking about is DaniLeigh and the baby and all that nonsense. And so I just wanted to give my 2 cents and just tap in on the tomfoolery and the fuckery that is DaniLeigh, that is the baby. And even his baby's mother, Mimi. The whole thing is so, you know, the reason why I'm talking about it is because it just, when I think about my life and how things have been, so many choices that I made in my life, to be the kind of woman who can move freely, to be the kind of woman who can build her life and cultivate a life that she's proud of, and really just create her own lane and just continue to work hard at her life. I really feel so saddened for women like DaniLeigh, and I feel so saddened for women like Mimi, because at the end of the day, both of these women are just baby's moms, baby mothers, baby mamas. And it's just an overall conversation in our community about literally, sorry, just want to consider, yes, about literally just why, why? Okay, I want to know why the women in our community, real talk, I want to know why the women in our community continue to be babies' mothers. Why they continue to select that route when it doesn't give you anything. I mean, even if a man is rich and you get a bag, you literally have that baby attached to your hip for the rest of your life. So I know a lot of people are laughing at DaniLeigh, as they should be, because she's a fucking fool. But true freedom, I can't be tied down by some nigga's baby. And as much as I want a family, I won't give it to a man for free. And when I say free, I mean devoid of his own commitment. He must be committed, right? So I think some of the things that's been going on of late in our culture is that young women in our culture are trying their best to the rewrite the baby mama drama and create a narrative where they are wives and where they're stay-at-home moms and they're being provided for and taken care of by young African American men, whether they have status or not. And it's interesting to see just how much enduring Black women are doing on a consistent basis. Like, even down to a young man who used to produce for us. I mean, he just proposed to his wife. And I thought it was so interesting that he had been with this girl since college. We've been out of school now for like 10 plus years. And he literally just kneeled in a park across the street from my house, like a park that just everybody and their mom done ran through. And it was like just so, and she just looked like she was in the photo, she looked like she was just not even excited. It's like, yeah, nigga, I've been waiting for this, and now it's long overdue. That's kind of the way she looked in the photo. They were both in like some sweatpants, like kicking it. And I just thought to myself, like, what kind of ultimatum did she give this young man so that he would marry her? I'm sure he loved her, yes. They have children together, they live together. And that's just one. That's just one of the examples that I have of young Black couples who are running and rushing into playing house just because it's the theme of the day. I mean, I understand we're going from baby mama to being married, but actually, you know what will be the better task for so many people in our community is to find someone they actually want to be with and be with that person. And I'm going to give that respect to that producer because he wants to be with this woman. He's been with her for a while. But you see, DaniLeigh, I don't think she understands how foolish she looks. I almost think she doesn't care because she feels like at the end she's going to get what she wants. She's not getting shit because he doesn't want to give it to her. Now, out of the two women, Mimi and DaniLeigh, Mimi, he actually wants her to have, and continues to provide for this woman even though they're not married. And he claims her. Even though they're not married, he claims her. That means that if anything ever happened to him today, there's videos all over the internet saying, like, that is my baby's mother, I take care of her. No lawyer will have a difficulty splitting his assets down and giving her a good portion of that money based off of the way that he's been treating her. If the baby were to perish today, DaniLeigh would have such a difficulty in retrieving any assets for her and her daughter because sorry, but he wasn't building his career for you, and he made it clear that you were a side bitch, and he made it clear that he didn't want you in his house, and he made it clear that he didn't even want you to have his baby, and you had the baby anyway. And because the baby is a beautiful young mixed queen, he's going to raise her, but at the end of the day, you don't need to be involved. If I was DaniLeigh, I would take my freedom back. I would raise the kid for a little while. Then, hey, kid's 3, 4 years old. Here, you and Mimi have her. Because at the end of the day, that's what he wants. He doesn't want to, and I hate that solution because that forces someone like Mimi to have to even step into a situation where she's raising someone else's child. But real reality is he don't want DaniLeigh in his life. He don't even want to have to deal with her when it comes to his kid. And he doesn't believe that she has the mental fortitude to actually do this. He doesn't believe that she is qualified to be a mom. And I think that he might be right about that. She don't seem like she's qualified to be a mom. She seems like she's barely qualified to be seen on a daily basis, let alone be a mom. And I feel bad for her because, well, I don't feel bad for her. I feel bad for the state of affairs in our community because we keep allowing this story to these types of stories to come into our community and we keep allowing the same behavior over and over and over amongst these young athletes, amongst these young entertainers, and these fuck it, not even just young entertainers, just all of them. I mean, they don't want to commit. I mean, Papa was a Rolling Stone. I just feel it's clear. Forget I feel. It's clear that the baby did not want that child. It's clear that he didn't want that child with you. It's clear that he didn't want that child um, to hinder what he had with his baby mother, but you had it anyway. So I almost feel like you're supposed to take your baby and keep it pushing. You come for the money, but to be laying all up in his house like you're his bitch and trying to use that child as a way to gain access to his house and gain his favor, you look foolish. And then to do it all up on camera and put everything on Instagram, and you look like the clown that you are. I mean, when I say I left the Bronx to get away from bitches like this, oh my God. I so stop calling yourself a black woman because you're making us look like a fucking you not us. Okay, we go through shit. You chose to go through something. And that's how I feel about DaniLeigh. I think she chose something that no woman in their right mind would actually choose this circumstance to publicly be humiliated by a top tier artist as it pertains to raising his child. And it I'm not giving the baby any credit, but I'm gonna say that he's going out of his way to not trash this woman verbally. He's going out of his way because he wants to say so many things, but he knows that's his daughter's mother. He also knows how he's going to be perceived in the media. And he also knows that he's had enough scandal with the LGBTQ community for the year. He didn't have time for this one. So he just got his little videos, had his assistant pull some videos. I don't think he was wrong for that. I think he was smart for that. Let's see if we can catch one. Let's see if we can grab one of the if we could see one of the videos from let's watch this shit.
And try to position yourself in a career through a child. One of the a good example of a black father being tore down. We ain't doing that. We ain't about to let that be misrepresented out here. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. I know it's plenty niggas that look up to me. You get what I'm saying? They tell me all the time, as far as like how I deal with what I gotta deal with and still handle my business and take care of my kids, like how my daddy deal with me. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no way we going out like that and letting this get misrepresented. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in that. We gonna hold that down. This is what it is. I got my personal assistant right here, like, you know, and I ain't want to bring nobody down or none of that shit to lift myself up and clear my name. I'm the type of nigga, like, I take my lick, keep my mouth shut, you know, but my character, you know, as a father, my integrity as a father get played with, you know.
Shout out to Kendra.
As a man, I got to clear up. First of all, me and DaniLeigh is not together. Do I act like we're together?
No.
Do I make it openly clear that we're not together? Yes. We are not going steady. Have not been, that's not what's going on. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. She does not live with me. When did she get here to where we at? A week ago. You see what I'm saying? She's here with 2 suitcases. She does not live with me. She's been supposed to go back. Been trying to get her stuff sent here, trying to move in. No. Been made it clear, been looked dead in the eyes at calm, mature conversations. I know this is not what we doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, what we ain't gonna do is like this. Hey.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. They're not gonna do it like that. I understand what he's saying. I understand he has the androgynous personal assistant in the back doing her mammy job and keeping everything in order when really, you know, quite frankly, I don't even think that his assistant should be involved in this. It's unprofessional. This is a personal matter. I understand it's a personal assistant, but this is a personal matter that he should be handling on his own. But guess what? Now that he has that black woman there to help massage the situation, it's like, am I supposed to now trust anything you say? This nigga right here. The problem is that you could say all you want to say, but if you're having sex with the girl every night while she's there, you're sending mixed signals. And I think that that's a real conversation to have in our community about a sexual discipline. Do people understand what sexual discipline is? Because I know what it is. I feel sexual discipline is something that a lot of people don't have it. Okay, so that's why they assume that when you're a person like myself who goes out, parties, and hangs out and does all these things, that you're always fucking. People make that assumption because that's how they would behave. They don't have sexual discipline. They don't know what it's like going a week without sex, a month without sex, 2 months without sex, a year without sex. So they don't have sexual discipline. So they assume that every time you're a person who's flirtatious and fun, that sex is coming behind that. No, it's called having sexual discipline. This man has no sexual discipline. Yeah, DaniLeigh shouldn't be in his house, but she's there. So because she's in your big ass house where you can easily get lost and leave her in a corner somewhere, you must dip into her every day. And you know she's already mentally there's something. I'm not going to call her crazy. I'm sure she's going through a lot of hormones considering that she just had a baby and stuff. But at the same time, she's acting and behaving irate and crazy, and you're going to continue to have sex with her. But yet, we're supposed to understand, like, where do these niggas get off? I mean, where do these young black men get off? Seriously.
I care about my kids for real. My kids ain't no marketing schemes. You don't have a baby with me and your plans don't go as planned and you don't go out with a bang, that's cool. Be my guest, but when you get blown all the way up into something like this, like you tripping, you know what I'm saying? I got you almost forcing me to where I gotta, you know what I mean? Where I gotta potentially put your business out there to clear the bullshit that's being thrown out there. Ain't been with me for 3 months, so boom, we'll make this shit quick. We gonna clear the air, we gonna keep it moving, because I got my people, they waking up, pulling up on me, my sister, she pulling up on me like, no, you need to say something. Like, you gotta say something. Like, this ain't something you can just sit back and let, you know what I'm saying, let go the way it go, because you gotta say something. And they only saying this because they done been around it, you know, so boom, my baby 3 months in, right when she's about to be born, I flew out to DR. I ain't put it on the internet, I ain't do none of that, you know what I'm saying, because it ain't about that with me, it's about the kid, you know. The kid's supposed to be mine, I'm there. That's just all I know. I'm a stand-up nigga. That's all I know. So I go out to DR. We out in DR. Everything. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. I come out there. I'm waiting on the baby to be born. I get my mama a flight. My mama getting ready to come out there. So once the baby born, my mama can see the baby when she's born. We come out to DR. We see the hospital. We see this and that. I'm already like, you know what I mean? I don't really want, no child. You know, this is what it is, but it's a different country. So, it's cool. I'm rocking to whatever beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking to whatever beat. You know what I mean? I didn't, I got the child on the way. I'm stepping up. And however it go, that's how it go. The child being born in DR, whatever. Shawty gets into it with her parents while I'm out there in DR, me and my assistant. While we out there, they got their whole thing going on. That ain't my business to be telling y'all. It ain't, That's not my business to be telling y'all. You get what I'm saying? Long story short, they get into it. Me and my assistant, I took my assistant to book the jet for the following day so we can get up out of here. We ain't from here. We don't know what these folks got going on. Let's go. You get what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go out. come back, take care of my baby once she get here. Right now, we gotta go. My sister and I, you do not need to leave her in that household. You do not need to leave your baby out here. Not need to leave your baby out here. I'm like, nah, book the jet. From that night to the next morning while we waiting on the jet to be there, Shawty calls my phone, call my assistant phone, her mama, DMing my cameraman, calling and texting my assistant. Mama them trying to control her, trying to keep her over there. She trying to run away with me. I'm not trying to have nothing to do with none of this shit. I'm just trying to take care of my baby when he get here and make sure my baby gonna be straight when she get here. I'm not trying to have nothing to do with nothing. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not.
No, nigga. I don't get what you're saying. You see, if you didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing, then you shouldn't have nutted in this woman and you shouldn't have had a baby with her to begin with because you knew how she was. And so you get no excuses. And that's the thing. These these celebrity men and the ordinary men out in the streets, they want an excuse and they want it they want it from mom, they want it from the assistant, they want it from the fans. And you get no excuses. At the end of the day, you still dipping into her, even in your even as recent as last night. And you know the crazy thing is like this is just a larger scale incident that it happens in our community every day, which is why we have so much babies born out of wedlock, and we have so much um, just fathers that are missing in action in our community because men are these men, these black men especially, are very excited when they get with these high yellow, red bones, yellow bones, and whatever fucking bones they think they got. I'm black. I don't give a fuck about no brown and no yellow, no nothing. But these men are so excited to get with these yellow bones and all these different uh, exoticals and mixed race bitches. And then when the baby comes, it's just like any other woman. They don't want the responsibility of being fathers to begin with. But if they're going to take on that responsibility, they don't want to deal with that woman anymore. It's like, okay, I got my child. Thank you. Bye. But that's not how it works. You can't take a child and dismiss their mother and think that that's just how it is. That's not how it works. So what ends up happening is either they have to by court rip the child away from the mother and have another woman raise that child, or they have to pretty much just leave that child with the mom. It's a sad situation because ultimately if the baby ends up taking this child, who's going to raise the child? His mother, his baby's mother, his assistant? When the child has a whole and healthy grown ass mother to raise her. So to me, I find this is a lack of accountability. It's like I don't want to have nothing to do with nothing. What are you talking about, sir? You provided the fertilizer for the seed. Okay? And you even went to DR when the baby was being born. And you even witnessed the birth of the baby. And you even had the girl living, whether I don't give a fuck whether it was 3 months or not. You had the girl living in there for 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks too long. You're miscommunicating. You're sending mixed signals. And then men are nasty. They want to have sex. You're there. What? You could look at his assistant, and she's not the worst looking woman. I bet if she's into men, he done dipped in that as well. Men will fuck anything. So I just find it to be it's like a lack of accountability that's so rampant in our community that makes it so difficult for us to give a fuck about these niggas. Like we don't care about you. Real women don't care about what the hell you're doing with your family. I know there's young boys that look up to you, but man, no woman in our community looks at you and thinks anything positive about you. Who cares what you think? I know women that look like me don't give a fuck about you, don't listen to your music, don't vibe to nothing you do. I know my artist was in love with this nigga before he got arrested. Everything, like, you have great music, sure, and it's popping, but overall, your opinion don't fucking count for nothing, because just like every other man who's been in your same position, you're just another nigga who's leaving your kids. You're just another nigga disrespecting a woman, and you set no good examples by even entertaining the situation from the get. By even, like, what? If you were harder on the situation, maybe she wouldn't have had the baby. But no, you were lenient because you wanted that mixed race baby, but you just don't want her mother now. It's a sad day in the black family structure, because now we have a baby's mother who thinks she's a wife, who's who is sitting back enjoying this shit, talking about karma's a bitch. No, karma's a bitch, but don't think you about to get something up off that karma. You're not getting nothing. The way that this man has single-handedly sat down and disrespected three, four, five women. I mean, his mother, his assistant, his baby's mother, and now DaniLeigh. I just feel, I mean, like, where's the squad? Where are the men in his squad? Why does he have so much protection from black women? It's just a crazy thing to me, and this is why being a baby mother is not it. You are not to be a baby's mother. You are to be a wife and a woman with a family. When a woman says she wants a family, she's not saying come splash and give me a baby that I have to raise by myself. Because it's humiliating. Even if you have money and you can provide money for her, it's humiliating that she has to walk around and everyone has to know that you abandoned your responsibility and now it's all on her back. And she's weak as fuck. You could look at DaniLeigh and tell that she's still a child mentally. She's weak as fuck. There's no way in hell she's ready to be a mother. Okay? And I felt bad for her walking around with that t-shirt. Her poor little titties were sagging. I know she mad at herself. Anyway, let's keep going.
Not trying to have nothing to do with nothing. I'm just trying to step up to the plate as a man and take care of my baby, no matter how I ended up having a baby. It's a blessing to me. This just, this is how I'm set up as a man. You know what I mean? She called me 150 times. I'm like, nah, you need to stay here with your people. You need to, you know what I mean? Yeah, you need to work out what you got going on. All this shit is on, all this shit on record, because Shawty, that's how Shawty go all out with shit. Like, Shawty will text me 100,000. This shit really is deep. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm in. It's my reality. This what I'm mixed up in. So I got to stand on the business and still be there and take care of the child. But, so I'm like, nah, you need to stay here. You need to stay here, Shawty. It's real deal. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, Shawty packed her shit and pulled up to the hotel we was at with her shit. You know what I mean? Like, this shit get deep, with her shit. My sister, don't leave her. Like, she calling my phone saying she don't feel safe if she stay there. Had a kid out here. She don't have a kid out here. So me being the good-hearted nigga I am, you get what I'm saying? I said, okay, fuck it. Come on, get on the jet. I call a private doctor. They had the baby. She had the baby. They delivered the baby in America the next day. As soon as the jet landed, delivered the baby safely. You know what I'm saying? Way better hospital conditions and all that. And then I'm making sure that she's set up with everything she needs. I go get everything. Everything. Anything baby can possibly have, I go get it. I set it up at the penthouse down in the city. But I'm making shit clear. I'm making shit clear. Here you go, that's cool. But I'm making shit clear. I'm making, and it's the thing. And I'm glad y'all know. And I'm glad, no, I'm not scared. Look, and I'm glad she walked out. So if you can see, nobody was put out. And me calling the police, that's like for my safety, because this what I'm dealing with. Like, It's a real deal cuckoo for cocoa.
Okay.
Look. This is a real deal. Like, shawty really cuckoo, and she's still here. So nobody was put out.
The woman is crazy.
Nobody was put out. No, this ain't no. We ain't got to make this a sexist thing.
I forced him to be with me. Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Go ahead.
This ain't nothing new. This is just me. This is just me clearing it up because she's not about to tell this.
Here from Orlando.
I can show you. I can show you begging me to stay here, shawty. This not.
Talking about you miss me, come back home, all this stuff. The fuck, I already left your ass.
You can see who cuckoo is and who not.
Because I'm talking.
But this is my thing. This is my thing. They didn't make. They did not make Shawty leave, and somebody need to come make Shawty leave.
No, I'm leaving.
Please.
Don't worry. But guess what, guys? I'm trying to go to the house to get my baby.
Somebody need to make.
Okay, I just want to make one comment. She looks like shit. She looks so fucked up in the face and washed up. Like, you supposed to be a bad bitch and you just had a baby. You're supposed to be glowing. She looks like a hot mess. Okay. But also, she looks crazy. She looks crazy because no self-respecting woman who just had a baby would be down here arguing with this man. I have a 3-month-old child. I have no time to argue. If you're letting me stay in your house because you got a nice big mansion, thank you, sir. Let me stay there and let me raise my baby and you're under your roof for free. I understand that part. I understand the part where a woman just stretched out her body and wants to have a nice place to raise her child. And I understand the baby by allowing her to stay there because he's probably not even there like that. And when he is there, it's just business. So what she should do is just stay in her corner, take care of her baby and live for free until she can work out a better situation for herself. But all this trying to force people to believe that he begged her and all this bullshit, who gives a fuck? Because right now, he's already showing you that even if he did beg you on the phone, okay, what kind of self-respect did you have? Now, I understand you came back because, but what I want to say is, like, you're not a wife. So you being begged to come back to a place where you're not really welcome, it's like, so what? Men will say anything. That's a fact. To gain access to you, to maybe for him to see his child on a consistent basis. He was like, it doesn't really hurt to have her here. At least I'll see my baby all the time. You know, see, one thing about the baby is he seems like he likes babies. He seems like he likes raising children. So maybe he just wants to be close proximity to his daughter. And it doesn't make it easy with you coming down looking like a complete slob in this live. You really... I never heard anything that DaniLeigh ever made. I never listened to that Yellow Bones song because I thought it was a stupid concept. But her energy is so off in terms of you're a brand new mom and you're arguing with this man over something that you're never going to be able to change. You should just be glad that he wasn't like all the other niggas and he allowed you to stay in his house. That's better than most babies' fathers do. That's better than most sperm donors. Most of the time, they're not letting you stay in their house. Most of the time, they're not paying for everything and allowing you to live pretty much the same way that any other wife would. You get to pretty much have the benefits of being a wife without really having the title. And I don't understand what the problem is. I don't see why she's so upset. Can someone explain what she's mad about? I mean, I understand she's mad that he don't want to claim her. But damn, he gave you all the benefits. You got the baby. You'll always have a bag because you had the child. You get to sleep and lay in his house for free. All of this that your yellow bone skin paid for. So what is the problem? Why is she so mad? That is my thing. What is she so mad about? Now she got herself looking like a whole clown and is about to get escorted out by the cops. It's crazy.
They shouted
and he's telling me I can't go to the house to get my baby's clothes because I only have 4 outfits for her because I want to leave. So stop showing me, bro. You wanted to get on live. She said stop showing her because she knows she looked like shit. Go now. Talk shit and put everybody in our business trying to act like we haven't been together.
We haven't been together.
Okay, Jonathan. We haven't been together.
You don't know what's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, this is so funny.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh my God, how you gonna go
what you dealing with?
in the room right now?
You dealing with a
right
real nigga. Just not. Hey, listen.
Like as if I'm not gonna come out here and talk.
I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on. Like this is my reality.
This is such a cap ass man.
This is my reality.
This is such a cap ass man. He wants to fuck me and fuck his baby mother and fuck all these Charlotte hoes and fuck all this shit. And me, I'll be okay with that, guys. And me come back and live here and stay in this fucking house with our child.
I don't want you to stay. I've been begging you to
I
leave.
know you tried to kick me out
This one of them
at 3 in the morning.
This one of them real movies, man. Y'all look tune in and see what we dealing with. Like,
for sure.
Shouted really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Really
Real life, man.
Because I'm talking for myself.
I'm not going.
Because you're calling me a crazy ass woman on the internet trying to make me look bad because your ass was trying to kick me out to go to a hotel with our 3-month baby. What?
Listen.
What? You just gonna?
I got the entire night.
Need to leave.
Shouty, can I do my live?
No. Go ahead, do your live.
That's why the folks got to come get her out of here, man.
No, I'm leaving. Trust me, I'm leaving. God, but I need my stuff
is really
so I can leave here forever.
Why do you have stuff in my house? I've been trying to get you to leave my house for a week.
I had a whole closet in your house.
I can't tell you. I gotta clear this up. So listen.
I had a whole closet. I have an underwear drawer, you idiot. I have
somebody
a side of a fucking sink
this girl
in your bathroom.
Okay, why does she keep talking about this? I have an underwear drawer and I'm at an Airbnb right now. I don't live here. So, you've got a toothbrush? Okay, so do I. Okay, everyone who travels, if you travel extensively, you get used to emptying out your underwears and your socks in the drawer. We're not going to always be going into our suitcases and luggages. And you ain't saying nothing by saying all that. You got a drawer? Do you have a ring? Shit. This girl is the most base level thinking individual in the industry right now. I'm telling you, I've only witnessed women like this when I was growing up in the Bronx, just complete baffling idiots, and they want to know why women like me always look down on them. Because let me tell you, while you over here sitting around here, running around, chasing the baby, I'm living my life free and clear, doing what the fuck I want, and not having no nigga's baby attached to me so that he can try to put me in my place. It's please. It is a clown show. This is literally, and go put a fucking bra on. Like, you look like I don't know. She looks like, you ever seen one of those tias walking to the corner store? She looks like one of those old aunties walking to the corner store with her sweatpants and shit. I understand you had a baby, but like, clean up. And it's like, you jumping on the live, like and then you mad that someone has the camera on you because you look like shit. And no, she's not prettier than Mimi. Mimi's prettier than her. I understand she thinks because she's light-skinned and all that shit. Bitch, please. One thing I remember one of my homeboys telling me was that he wants to see how his child would come out in all races. Meaning, he's going to fuck every single woman of every single background and have a baby with them so he could see how his kid comes out Asian, how his kid comes out Indian, how his kid comes out African, how his kid comes out Russian, how his kid... Please. She looks like a clown.
Stop acting like I just came into your life and just fucking... Oh my God, you're so funny, bro. This is so funny. How you gonna go on live with me in the other room thinking I ain't gonna come out and talk?
I'm not tripping on you coming out. Why are you still here? You got to leave. This is real life. This not the shit with your parents. No, let's get you one now. Do you need help? Let's get you a jet.
Your help at all.
You have to leave. Shawty got to go. Like, what's up? I can't leave.
Look at this.
I can't leave. I've been sitting up all night. I can't get no sleep. This is get out. This is get out. Mix it. I'm not trying to be. Listen.
You're not. He's a great father. Okay.
And you know that, David.
Okay.
He's a great father, right? Okay. He's a great father.
Okay.
No, he's a great father, right?
Okay. Sure.
Huh?
She's a crazy bitch. You wasn't my girl.
I wasn't your girl.
Danielle.
I wasn't your girl.
You ain't never been my
His
girl.
brother is right there.
My
And
brother.
he called me his girl all the
I want to understand. Okay, who the fuck? This assistant. Okay, black women, stand down. This assistant here. He's a great father. He's this. He's that. Girl, please. He wouldn't have gave you a baby. I just feel she should stay in her place and keep her mouth shut and just observe. And if she's gonna hold the camera, great. And if she's gonna take notes, great. But as far as you getting into the conversation itself, trying to do damage control like you're somebody's publicist and shit, shut the fuck up. You're everything that's wrong with black women today. I mean, you literally sitting there watching a man disrespect another woman. And you throwing it up in the air like he's the father of the fucking year when you know it's be his mother and his nannies and you taking care of these babies. And thank God that Mimi is a good mother because she could take care of her own children. But you ain't saying nothing but a word defending this man. I wish that black women would stop doing that. Stop being assistants. Stop assisting. As black women, we have a hard time understanding that a lot of what's going on in the world today is empowered by us because we are the number one backbone for corporations. We are the backbone for these entertainment moguls, these athletes. We are the people. We are the ones that make it possible for them to get up every day and make that coin by cleaning their homes, washing their laundry, watching their kids, doing their spreadsheets, making their presentations. We keep assisting, and that's why we can never have our own. We keep assisting, and that's why we can never have our own greatness. I want to know, when does a black woman get tired of assisting? When do you get tired of helping and being a fucking helper? That's what I want to know. I want to know, when does a black woman get tired of being a helper? That's
all the time. Don't be call me his girl all the time, Darius. Don't ask your people.
Darius.
They know me as your fucking
Darius,
girl.
what you know, Shawty is, Darius?
Oh my God.
What you know, Shawty? Bro, hey, look, bro. This nigga know to have that phone out, man.
That's funny.
This is some trapper black nigga shit playing going wrong.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Ain't nobody trapping nobody. You dropped your seed, nigga. Next.
Yeah, this is trying to trap a nigga going wrong. I'm not going.
Trap a nigga? Are you crazy? You just came at me last night, you idiot.
Shout out, you beg me. You be begging me.
Last night, you idiot.
This some jail. Somebody tell Maury to call baby, man. Let me run up a quick 10M.
Yeah, okay. Don't ever
Let me run up a quick 10M. Somebody tell Maury to call me, man. Let's put this shit on Maury. Shorty is more material. Get up out my crib. Come on, get off my table.
Get outside.
This is come out here.
Oh my God.
Get up off my table, Shorty.
Oh my God, no.
No, this shit staying on. Call them people to come get Shorty up out my spot.
Go ahead,
Please,
call them to get you and your child out your spot. Go ahead.
I'm stuck. Hey, help.
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 You're such a fucking dick.
Help, hey, help me, nigga. Hey, why you sitting there? Do something. Do something, bro.
Let me tell you what, she better be happy that he's smiling and laughing. I mean, I feel like most black niggas have bad tempers and would have probably backhanded her about 5 or 10 times already. Get out of my fucking house. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that the patience this man exercises, I'll give him that. I mean, I guess he doesn't have any choice but to be patient considering all the shit that he's gone through over the last couple of years. But she does look like a fool.
And where's my baby?
Oh, you don't
You see what I'm saying? Like, still, come on.
Your baby is sleeping. I just put her to sleep.
Go back there go with her. Go.
No.
See what
I'm
I'm saying?
not talking about my business like that.
Girl.
Ain't nobody was a part of my pregnancy. You weren't a part of my pregnancy. You don't need to tell nobody nothing. The fuck?
See, she don't want me to put out her real business, what her and her family got going on. That's the real issue.
That's not nothing to do with us.
This girl got a real, a real Matilda story type shit going on, that I tried to save my child from.
Save your child.
She got to save her face. Family got to save her face. My family's not in the industry. Me being in the industry, that take care of my family. It's a difference.
16 years old, sorry. That's why
I didn't when I look. Right? Yeah, I didn't. I didn't skeeted in the wrong thing. I got to deal with what come.
It's like, hey, listen, you want to be a baby's mother, then this is what you're going to deal with. Especially when you chase niggas with money. It's like, even myself, I have to remember that when I'm out here in Nigeria. Like, I do chase niggas with money, and there are plenty of niggas with money in my phone right now. There's about 3 or 4 of them right now. And what I realized is that I can't get a baby dropped up off in me. It just can't. Like, that's just not who I am. I'm not finna take nobody's fertilizer. I'm not finna just pop baby out just because he got bred. Because that is a baby I'll be stuck with. I need to have a family. When I say I want a family, that means I want a man who actually wants the baby and wants to be there next to me with the baby. If that's not the case, then I will go without children. I'm happy that more Black men are trying to step up to the plate as fathers, but I'm disappointed that they don't want to have families. They don't really want the company of the woman. So it's like now what they would like to do is they would like to use their preferences to breed with, but then they would like to have women like us, their sisters, their aunties, their moms, and their assistants help raise that child. It's like, no, nigga. You chose what you chose. Now that's her baby to raise. That is not for your assistant to do. That is not for mommy to do. It's not for Mimi to do. No, nigga. Your daughter's going to be just as much as a fool as this woman right here. That's
with that. But my last name, Kirk, is what I do. Okay. So I take whatever come with that full responsibility. But Shawty is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Shawty is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. And Shawty is not my girl. Ain't never been my girl. Is my side bitch.
It's your what?
My side bitch. Shawty is a certified side bitch.
It's fucking embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side.
Why she got mad about being called a side bitch when that's what she is? Why she got mad about being called what she is? What? She wasn't even on the side of nobody. You just came up out of nowhere. You know what she was like? She was like the weeds that come through the concrete in your backyard. It's like, what? Like, I gotta kill these. I gotta rip these up out and throw these out. Like, no, she even looks like, sorry.
Just trying to act like
she don't have a bad bitch look to me. She never did. She always looked scrawny, skinny, like she needed a hamburger, and she always looked like she was worn out in the face to me. Nothing like a little sunlight and a little glitter to make people look. But she just, to me, and this is just the proof that not all light-skinned bitches are pretty. She, to me, I never thought she was beautiful, ever. Ever. I always thought that she looked like a simple bitch. And look at her behavior. She looks like one.
Take it down. Her parents know she's my side bitch. Everybody knows she's a...
Yo, simple bitches have a face, don't they? They have a face where it's like, I'm simple, you know, because I got to raise my baby. It's like, oh, ghetto bitch. You simple. And so they expect that from women like me. But women like me, we done better in life. We realize that the best way is to just hold yourself down. Women like this, it don't matter how much money goes in their pocket, they're always going to be miserable because they're simple-minded. They don't know how to take what's been given to them and flip that. You see what you've been given? You've been given an opportunity to live for free. You've been given an opportunity to relax. You've been given a baby so you can get money. I'm not really sure what is the problem. Find another nigga and use this as a stepping stone to create a better life for yourself. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, like if I were in this situation, I would sit quietly with my baby. I would utilize everything that he has in that house in terms of a cleaner, a cook, whatever, and I would raise my child to a certain age. I would stash away as much as I can in child support that I'm receiving, and I would try within 3 or 4 years to get myself another, maybe 2 years even, get myself a place, raise my child as it should be. I wouldn't keep forcing this man into a family situation when I know that's not what he wants. I would just benefit from the fact that, okay, I stay in his mansion. Like, even if the nigga had women over, I wouldn't think twice. I would just be like, look, me and my daughter are in this little suite, this room, these, like, these big houses, there's like 3 or 4 rooms, they connect with the bathroom, this little mini suite over here, we're over here. Just don't bother us. And if I need something, I'll text, your assistant or whatever. She don't got the maturity to do shit like that. She couldn't even hear her name being called out loud without her having to come out and address something that had nothing to really do with her. Like, this is a man giving his own story, and what you're supposed to be doing is raising your child and keeping it classy. But what you really show is that you're a basic bitch.
Side bitch. She don't want y'all to know she a side bitch. She got to save her face. She got to crash all the way out. Call them folks. Save me. Help. You see how Shawty went
Save him, help him, please.
Storming off when that truth came out. Listen, so let me finish telling y'all what I'm telling y'all. Miss me with all that. I'm not going. I had to show y'all I'm not going. Shouted crazy. I'm not gonna be the one to play that game. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take care of them kids. And if this will come with it, this will come with it. But Shouted being obsessed with my other baby mama, stalking my first baby mama, goddamn, interfering with the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm raising my child, my oldest child, like, that shit burned out, I'm a grown man with standards, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man with standards. And regardless of how shit play out, you know what I'm saying, and what situation I'm put in, I'm gonna stand on the business. And if me standing on the business mean me doing everything to take care of a kid, cool. If the mama is set up the way the mama's set up, that's my work. I gotta put in. That's my responsibility. I'm the one got myself into that, so I gotta deal with that accordingly. But at the same time, we're not going for none of that. For that shit turning into me getting accused of this and looking like that. No, the police got called because Shorty was in here. Because Shorty was in here running around doing crazy shit.
Because you want to fuck both of us.
See what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
this is
and
not.
I think I'll be okay with that.
You are not my girl. Like, you gotta.
I'm not your girl,
look
but
at
it's
Shorty.
okay. I'm gonna post everything since we've been talking.
I'm gonna listen. That's
3
cool.
years ago,
Post
and I'm not your girl.
Post
Masterpiece. What the
Post
fuck? Why the fuck would you have me in a video? Okay, whatever the fuck. Whatever, bro. Why would you have me around your family? Whatever, bro. Why would you have me in your house? Why would you have me have a closet in your home? Why would you have me have a bathroom?
Okay, look, we're gonna check out right now.
Baby, none of those things are for you. They're all for his daughter, sweetheart.
Y'all got my perspective.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to pushing the new project out.
That's why.
Y'all be good. Go stream Look Like Something.
That's why.
Okay. All right. So the saga continues with this DaniLeigh, and she's a full blown clown. Like, we ain't giving no excuses to these women. They choose their own, they choose their own paths. You ever met an older woman who was the baby's mother? Have you ever? Recently, I had that happen to me on one of the trips that I took to Africa. I met an older lady who was the baby's mother, and they really do believe that the choices that they made were right, except the number one choice that they made that was incorrect was to have the baby for the man that didn't want it. Like, you could be a mother, you could be a good mother, but your children No, just like how I knew, right? Like I love my dad, he's wonderful, but I knew that my whole life I knew that my mother was not supposed to have me because my dad was married with children and my mother was never supposed to have me. She was never actually supposed to move forward with that baby. Because if you understand how families are set up, that's what it is. Now, I'm not absolving him of any responsibility, but children grow up knowing like I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm not part of the nuclear family. I'm outside of this real family. Like DaniLeigh's child's gonna always know that she wasn't really welcome and that she's outside of a family that the baby really values and loves with Mimi, his other children that he really fucking holds in a high regard, his black children. And so to me, I understand it because being an outside child is like, yo, that's really what she's going to have to go through, DaniLeigh's daughter. But DaniLeigh doesn't understand it because, it seems like she came from a family where it was pretty involved and the family unit was tight. She don't get what kind of pain her daughter's going to be in behind this decision that she's making. But I will say that at the very least, what she could do is quiet down, pipe down, and take advantage of having a free living situation. I don't understand where she's at now. Like mentally, you're about to get shipped back to wherever the fuck you're from. And shit is gonna be rough for you, where all you have to do is just calm down and take care of your baby and stay in the house. Like Mimi got her, I'm pretty sure she got her own house, and you could just stay in this one for a little while. And even if he's fucking something else in the other room, who cares? You done. Like you get a free situation, and that's all you should care about, because that's called provision. He's not professing his love, but at least he's providing for you. Because that is an uphill battle as a black woman to get a man to provide. It is very difficult. So the fact that he's providing for you and your daughter, even though he don't fuck with you, I really find that is upstanding. I'm not giving him any applause. I'm just saying that I really find it upstanding. He don't have to do none of these things he's doing, but he's doing it because he knows that he'll be perceived better, and then he also knows that his daughter will have more respect for him as he grows up, knowing that, listen, I wasn't with your mother, but I allowed her to stay here while she raised you. I allow her. And here she goes fucking it up because she wants him to choose her rather than choose his daughter. DaniLeigh is very selfish. She wants the baby to choose her rather than choose his child. So, anyway, I think the girl's a clown. I normally don't even do videos that react to things in the industry, but I had to because, for months, this girl was going on about yellow bone this, yellow bone that. And as a sexy, black, dark-skinned woman, I had to just put it on tilt because, bitch, you ain't got nothing. And the only reason why you're not getting smacked up is because most likely you'll bruise. So at the end of the day, you ain't got nothing but some saggy titties, a washed up face, and a baby that you're going to be taken care of for the next God knows how long with little to no help. And if you don't act right, you probably won't even have a place to live. So anyway, a Black Beauty is out. Just like Cynthia always says, these preferences ain't getting nothing different. They're getting the same black man, whether he got money or not. They getting the same fucking problems, and they ain't even getting nothing out of it. Damn, he could have at least got her a nice set of pajamas. Anyway, a Black Beauty's out. Peace.